Very late. It wasn't something I grew up knowing. It took time for me to find that identity. Martin Osner. Everything, but mostly landscape. Reclamation. The spark for the Rebirth Horizon was Susan Brown Miller's 1975 analysis of how gendered vocabulary normalizes rape culture. Living in South Africa, where gender based violence is a daily crisis, I set out to investigate if these wrong words defined our streets. And instead, I was met with a massive absence, a heavy systemic silence. This void is where my inventory of absence began. Every 12 minutes, a woman is raped in South Africa. It was only when I met a survivor who had reclaimed a body through tattoos that the silence broke. A decision to speak through her skin became my mandate to rebuild the horizon. I will go for gold. It is difficult to pick only one because crumpled paper, mica, and gold all take part in the reclamation and healing process. But gold represents the final triumph state, turning the wound into a treasure. Because a survival story deserves more than just a repair, it deserves a transformation. While glue seeks to hide the break, gold honors the history of the struggle. By applying the metaphor of Kintsugi to a portrait, we prove that the rebuilt self is not just fixed, but is inherently more precious and powerful because it has survived the shatter. The gold is the visual proof that beyond every scar lies a luminous strength. The rebuilt horizon too. I'm already thinking about the next stage. I recently made an international model and I want to scale the issue of rape culture to a global level. I don't think I have one favorite. It was our life. My dad would turn our holiday pictures into a movie. He was the director and I was the screenwriter. We would all gather in the lounge of our flat in Libreville to watch his latest safari pic. That was my first real lesson in how to structure a story. I love all of our family's adventures. Well, it was me. I wasn't just a teenager playing. I was a worldwide famous journalist inspired by the big reporters of the time. My father was a lawyer and invited me to the courtroom for a historic trial. While the court was in session, I brought my imaginary camera and reported on everything in my notebook. I was already looking for the story. Auntie Zoe, while everyone else found my serious reporting hilarious, my younger aunt was the only one who didn't laugh. She took me seriously, and that meant the world to me. It was a Kodak camera using rolls of film with a beautiful brown leather cover. Auntie Zoe bought it for me. It was a huge sacrifice for her, but she was the one who truly put the power to tell stories into my hands. Yes, Fragment of Time is a composite image that is incredibly special to me. It features a photo of my parents carrying me when I was a toddler. It's merged with a photo of me as an adult holding a camera. My father is 87 years old now, and this was my way of honoring him. It's about stitching my origins in Gabon to my present life as an artist in Cape Town. I shoot with a mirrorless Nikon, but I've recently returned to my roots by getting a Nikon FM2. It's a completely mechanical camera, but I love it because it forces me to slow down. It demands intention. There is no delete button, so I have to make sure that the shoot will be sharp enough with the right lighting.